I didn't think I was gonna come on here upset again. Just put my ring back on. I got off the phone with my husband. It kind of started last night. During the phone call, he was like, "You could order me some food, like McDonald's. It won't cost a lot." I mean, recently, not being around him, buying him food, I realized how much money I was spending. I don't want to do that no more. Plus, he can't take no for an answer. He has to ask me multiple times. Why? And this is a pattern. This is not the first time this has happened. This is not the 5th time this has happened, not the 10th or the 20th. It's like he has every excuse in the book why I need to order his food for him while I'm miles away from him. As if Uber and DoorDash are not available to everybody. As if he doesn't have these apps on his phone already. Claim there was no food at home. Of course there's food. There's always food. There's always something you can... Anyway, he ends up making salmon, Brussels sprouts, and Spanish rice. Oh, I thought there was no food in the house. Then later he tells me, "Oh, I was just craving a cheeseburger." I'm the one who's pregnant right now. Has he provided me any of my actual cravings? Of course not. I ignored that. Then today, just having a normal conversation. "Can I ask you something?" Thinking it's going, and it will be something important, to ask in regards to our relationship, an opinion he needs about something serious. How I'm expecting something deep to come out of this dumbass's mouth. He pauses for the longest time. Asks me, "Can I have $2? Just the point where it's like there's so many other options around you that you're trying to trigger me. We have had this argument so many times about stop asking me for money, stop asking me for money. Somehow I end up giving him money or paying for something. Then during my whole last pregnancy, what was he doing with that money? He was going on dates with another girl with that money I was giving him. Gas and his car, changing his oil and all this other stuff. Then it suddenly changes and he tries to gaslight me. I can't. You think you're going to be able to gaslight me when I was gaslit for 2 decades? But he can't give up because this is his only, his brain doesn't work past this. It's like, aren't you embarrassed to be asking a woman for money? Because you should be at 29 years old begging for $2. I only needed 75 cents, but whatever. $2, that's not even that much. Why the fuck don't you have it? Then he bumps it down to 75 cents. I only needed 75 cents. You won't even give me 75 cents. Maybe you don't need a car. Now that I think about it, his mom has been paying his car note for the past year. Before he was asking for gas money from me, so I was putting gas in his tank. Oil changes have been on me. When he got his tires fixed, who paid for that? My dumbass. Not even paying for your own car at this point. The fact that you don't have 75 cents is the fact that you're not using your brain. That you can't use that brain to find any other way to find $3/4 to ask me fully taking care of your first child. Fully pregnant with your second. Been financially taking care of all of you the past year or something because you lost your job, but because you forfeited your job, because you shot somebody and went to jail, you somehow cannot use your brain to find even $3/4. This is how little I'm worth to him. You can use your brain to stress me out. So he tried to guilt me. He was like, should I be embarrassed for asking a loved one for help? Who you just got off the phone with isn't a loved one too? He was just silent. Then he switches to, I didn't even need the $2. I was just asking. Then the first year we got together, he tried to test me with a $5 YouTube short that he had seen. He really wanted me to give him $5. Then I said no. Then it turned into an argument. Then he had to gaslight me and try to make me think, oh, he was just playing. There are times where I started getting triggered because you know who else was just always playing? It's a joke. I had so many fucking comedians, stand-up comedians surrounding me because everything is just a joke to everybody. We've been through this before, Manipulator's Playbook. You realize you're not forgiven, right? It's me blocking him for that week or whatever meant nothing. I was mad according to him. Every time we get on the phone, whether my daughter's with him or not, he's doing this, playing video games. What is it, resentment? Because I have hobbies too. Which one of those have I had time to do? I'm responsible. Because nobody, according to everybody, I'm the most irresponsible person on this planet. I've completely lost myself. He sees I'm getting mad, but this was your whole desire in asking me in the first place. It's actually starting to drive me insane. Ask me something that you know time and time again makes me angry. I get angry. Then you want me to get over it. It's over now. That was 5 minutes ago. The conversation's over now. I don't know why you're still going. My stupid ass has convinced this man that I will never leave him. Because the things I've forgiven are disgusting. He knows this. I just keep wondering, like, what is he gonna have to do to me for me to finally leave him? And the fact that I don't even know the answer to that question is horrifying. Like, that's where my self-worth is. That's where my self-esteem is at. But every time I think about leaving, I just hear these voices. My brother growing up, and recently, and then like my dad calling me ungrateful, selfish, like nothing's ever good enough for you. Hearing other past boyfriends. I haven't been in therapy since October. This shit is not working because the problem is surrounding me. So anyway, how can I heal when the problem is surrounding me and every day there's something else? Every day I'm getting triggered, every day. No one even has to gaslight me anymore. Now I just gaslight myself. I'm getting so mad that nobody has to pay for what they've done to me. I'm the one paying. At a certain point, the whole you let them, that don't work. Don't matter what I would have done. That don't change the fact of what he did. Doesn't matter if I would have left right then and there. I would still be affected right now. This shit just went that far. It's like, oh, I don't want to believe that the only person in my life cares about me the exact same amount that my dad cares about me, which is nothing below zero. Children. I'm having children with this man. That's how dumb I am. How could you face that? Everyone will stop treating me like this. I just need to be more confident. I just need to be more aggressive. I need to be more feminine. I need to have more standards. I need to have more boundaries. I need to do this. I need to do that. What does anybody else need to do? Because I'm now getting overwhelmed. So I have to take care of my daughter. I have to pay for all her shit. I have to pay for my shit. People don't offer to pay shit for me. But he gets absolved of all responsibility and all culpability just because he's put himself in jail. Somehow I get told I'm everybody's problem. My sister-in-law sat there in front of him, in front of my husband, and had the nerve to say that I'm the reason why she wants to move so bad. Like she didn't have this plan 2 fucking years ago. Now suddenly it's my fault she wants to move so bad because her mom was taking care of me, grown, capable person who was just lazy as fuck postpartum, according to her. And he loves it because it takes all the attention off of everything he's done. I get told I shouldn't be so hateful toward him. This bitch is asking me, I'm sitting here fucking sick, taking care of his daughter. I'm gonna block my fucking brother. Oh, I'm losing my fucking mind. These people are fucking psycho. So my stupid husband, I'm still in the midst of considering divorcing you. And it's not like you don't know that. And looking for any scrap of a reason to not divorce him. Oh yeah. And the cherry on top, Christmas is coming up. He's never gotten me a Christmas gift. 2 Christmases ago, he bought me a cup that I picked out at Five Below. Now that I'm starting to talk about this stuff and I'm hearing myself say this shit out loud. So yeah, I'm back. I built the playpen real quick. And yeah, like I was saying, so when was it, like 2 nights ago maybe? We were on the phone and he started talking about Christmas. He was like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, I don't know, some jewelry. And then he was like, you know what I want for Christmas? Ugh. Y'all, if you didn't watch my video why I was alone on Thanksgiving, please watch that video. And you will understand how enraging this request is. Maybe it might be some of y'all's opinion that he's retarded for even asking for anything for Christmas from me. after all of this. But yeah, he was like, I need the PS2. I want the PS2 for Christmas. Can you buy that for me? Can you get me that? Mind you, that is basically how the big excuse he used for why he started getting an attitude with me in the first place a month ago was because I wasn't listening, but really it was because I told him no, I wasn't gonna buy him a PS3. So he thinks I'm dumb. We're just counting down now. PS5, PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1. Next thing you know, he's gonna be asking me to find him a fucking GameCube. Real talk. He just traded him and his brother's PS4 for the PS3 after I told him I wasn't going to get him a PS3. And now he wants a PS2. But about 2 months ago, I bought him a portable PS4. Now he can't use that because his subscription ran out. Of course, he tried to beg me to buy his subscription or whatever so he could use. Oh my God. What is wrong with me, y'all? Why? I remember when we first got together, and I found out that one of his game systems he had, his ex had bought him. And I was thinking in my head, why the fuck would she buy him a game system even for his birthday? Now look at me. You know, first you start off little with, oh, can you buy me a black? Can you buy me, a snack? Can you buy me some candy? Then it turned into, can you buy me these games? Then it turned into, can you buy me this system? I couldn't even tell you when the last time he bought me anything was. I can't remember. So I'm just a cash cow. I'm a real cow and a cash cow. Somehow, in a meager couple months, I went from child free to having 2 children. That doesn't make any sense. That alone makes no sense. So, and it's strange because I'm not one of those people who won't fight back. I'm not one of those people who will not scream at you. I'm not one of those people who won't put my hands on you. I'm not one of those girls. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The screaming, getting cussed out, this is how I know he's lying. The screaming, getting cussed out, getting hit, he doesn't care about any of it. It just fuels his ego. Because if he cared that it was happening, he would stop doing the things that would lead to me getting angry for it to ever happen. But he won't stop. So he's either stupid, which he is, and he can't be that dumb. If he can keep a job, he can't be that stupid. So or he just likes the negative attention, which is what I think. So him using that negative attention that he likes as a reason why he's doing all these bad things, that's funny, right? Convoluted even. Anyway, and then when you get angry, when you finally rage out, they'll use that as an excuse as to why they cheated too. He did that the other day in front of his sister, conveniently to embarrass me. Bringing her into the argument we was having. We was married. Being like, wouldn't you cheat if you were being treated like this? So I started off treating you like this? What could have happened? Oh, right. You fucked up so many times that you started getting treated like this. But no, he can do no wrong. So, my God, why is she crying? I can't deal with this no more. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all, what the fuck am I gonna do with 2 children screaming? 2 babies screaming? Because he's surely gonna be going on trial soon. You know, his whole legal shit is not over. So eventually he's gonna get locked up again for who knows how long and go to prison again. Everything I've done to prevent becoming a single mom, I was already a single mom from the moment we got pregnant. This just looks better. It makes me feel like less of a piece of shit. And signals to other people that, I'm not a baby mama. I'm not a single mom. I'm not a piece of shit.
Anyway, all this to say that, you know, of course, after he's already pissed me off beyond belief, he acts like nothing happened. He's like, are you going to stay on the phone while I give him a shower because he has to work? And I was like, no. And he's like, all right, I'll call you back later. And I hung up on him and I blocked him again. Apparently that doesn't mean that I'm mad. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. No one knows what being blocked means. Definitely doesn't mean you're mad at the person or nothing. It doesn't mean anything. If I have gotten my birth control taken out just one day later, I would not become frustrated with the way my whole life has turned out. I'm so angry. I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy at all.